My fine friend. Okay, Hondo with all of the Knights' points so far at the line right now. Takes his first shot. It is good. Rolls around and in.
That's 6 for Honderd.
And they definitely cannot guard him. Hondo hits them both. 107. Kalamazoo 2. 17-16 left in the first half. News bringing the ball up. Oh, almost got kicked in the face by Rotman. Tarek Lester kicks it out in the middle.
Oh, he passed up a wide open shot.
Up the shot. Cole taking, trying to get some help out the News in the corner. Passage with the ball. He's going to drive on Lodewijk. Kicks kind of a crazy little shot in the middle. Goes in. 7-4. Lodewijk with the pass. The ball is stripped by Cole on a nice defensive play. Well, Jeremy Cole took a page out of Mark Lodewijk's defensive book.
He certainly did. He got all ball. Nice, very nice defensive move.
And we're in for Chapel. 7-4 Calvin. Rotman trying to inbound the ball, gives it to Honderd up on the top of the key. He's driving all the way in and scores. Honderd has all 9 Calvin points. And the ball stripped away from Noose.
They're going to reset the time clock, Slats, and Ed Dauma is talking to the official. A little upset that Honderd was not given a free throw on that last basket.
Cole kicks it out the passage, top of the key, over to Lester. Lester kicks it back to passage. He takes a nice shot. It's nothing but net. 9-6 Calvin. Lodewijk driving to the hoop, and he's called for a charge.
Well, we've seen that a few times this year, Slats. Lodewijk goes for the hoop very aggressively. Even though the defensive player doesn't really seem to be set, he goes in so strongly that he is called for the offensive charge. He doesn't know how to go half speed, does he?
I do not think so. I do not think so. Bodies flew on that one. It looked like a Chicago Bears kind of move that former Coach Ditka would be proud of. Tarek Lester trying to be fancy on his dribble around Rotman, kicks the ball out of bounds.
That would be
back to the Knights.
Third or fourth turnover, I believe, for the Hornets. They're having a little difficulty controlling the ball.
But it's only 9-6 because so far nobody but Hondo is scoring points. 15:50 left in the first half. Hondo has the ball knocked away by Vanderweer. Here comes Tarek Lester. Oh, and Chris Knuster made a nice block on the play. Call for the foul, and Lester will go to the line to shoot 2. Looked like he had all ball there.
Canoe timed that pretty well. He might have gotten him a little bit with the body, but it looked like a pretty clean block.
Tarek Lester was protecting that ball pretty nice on the drive, but Knuster's jumping ability still enabled him to get a piece of that ball. Tarek Lester going to try to get the Hornets within 1 point. He hits it. 9-7.
Andy Hobeck into the Hornets lineup. He replaces Jeremy Cole.
Hobeck in for Cole. Tarek Lester going to shoot his second. It's up, and it is good. Brings the Hornets to within 1 point. It's 9-8 with 15:43 left. Kelly Carpenter in the game, Lester going out. Hornets using some fresh players.
Fresh meat. Fresh meat.
The Knights still have their starting 5 out. And
they're trapping Rotman.
Rotman's getting tied up, but he gets it out to Stevens. Stevens fakes the shot. Back to Rotman. Knights trying to set up now. They haven't scored in a while. Stevens, top of the key. He drives, goes up from the corner. No
wrong.
And
Rotman over the back.
For the foul. That's Rotman's first.
It's the 4th personal foul for the Knights.
Rob Orange into the lineup for Calvin. He replaces Ryan Stevens.
Steven out.
Got a little freshly squeezed juice checking in here.
Orange juice man. Look for Juice to pop a couple of threes. That's his patented offensive play. Well, they're calling the foul on Hondo. A lot of confusion on who that was.
Yeah, he pointed the wrong direction. The Kalamazoo crowd is very, very excited.
Kalamazoo looking to go ahead in the game. Noose from 3, way in deep in the corner. Nice rebound by Lodewijk. Knights on the run. Rotman bringing the ball up. Good pass. Hondo tied up by Andy.
If we're going to have a shooting foul, Joe Hacklin, once again, a little disturbed.
He is disturbed.
He is professionally disturbed.
Well, he is really giving it to the referees. Well, nobody from the Knights other than Hondo has scored. And he's at the line right now. 9-8. Knuster goes out. Todd the Doc Man comes in. And it looks like Big Mama Capel is going to come in too.
I think Eddie's looking for a little surgical burst of energy from Thad Doctor.
Derek Lester back in the game. Hondo at the line. Shooting 2. He hits it. 10 points for Hondo and 10 for Calvin.
He's now 5 points away from reaching the 1,000 mark.
And 6 from passing Charles Hudson of Alma. Hondo hits them both, 11-8.
Hondo over Kalamazoo.
Dalma's taking Hondo out. Maybe he just wants to see if anybody else can score a hoop.
Be interesting.
With 15:06 left, it's Steve Hondo 11 and Kalamazoo 8. Passage is out. Dean Wolcott from the beautiful town of Stockbridge, Michigan, is in the game.
I've never been there. I've always wanted to go.
Calvin putting some pressure on the backcourt, trying to create a turnover. Derek Lester gets the ball now in the front court. Hounded by...
Check that. That's Doug Miller.
Rotman. Bodies flying again. Lester in the corner, kicks the ball out. There's the shot by Carpenter, no good. Rebound fought for, pulled off by Lodewijk. Here comes Rotman down the floor. Knights with a 3-point lead. Trying to kick the ball out, and again, it's Wolcott. Oh, sorry, Andy Hobick.
I think that's Andy Hobick's second
Andy
foul.
Hobick, his second foul.
Third team foul for Kalamazoo.
What do you make of this game so far? It's a little bit...
Little sloppy. The officiating's been interesting. Both coaches are upset.
Lodewijk takes a shot, wide open.
Somebody got a hand on that one.
Well, here comes Kalamazoo down the floor. The Knights have not been able to take advantage offensively of their great defensive play. Ball thrown away. Foul by Hobick again.
It's number 3.
Number 3 on Hobick. Very unhappy with the call, but he did crash into Big Mama Capel.
Call could have gone either way, but hey, this is Calvin College.
Here comes Tom Bruni into the game. Looks like he'll replace Lodewijk. Mark doesn't look like a happy camper right now.
Not terribly.
Fouls called to number 34, Andy Hobick, his third in the team's fourth.
14-13 left to go in the first half, and here's Rotman with the ball. Calvin up 11-8. Bruni, top of the key. Back to Rotman. Big Mama got the ball, got clobbered, didn't get called for it. Orange on the top, kicks it off. A 3-point attempt by Rotman. It is in and out. Fighting for the rebound. They're going to call Bruni. I'll tell you, both teams not shooting very well.
Ball called to number 40, Tom Bruni, his first personal.
Well, Calvin seems a little tentative out there. Without Honderd to go to, they don't seem terribly excited to be taking shots.
Use in the backcourt. Guarded by Doctor. Still behind the back dribble. Okay, kicks it off in the corner. Gives it to 4. Rob 4, top of the key to Vanderweer. Vanderweer over to Noose, a three-pointer. Good! And Noose has tied the score with 13:36 left. It's 11 up.
That's 5 points now for John Noose, who got a nice little rest on the bench. Came out and hit his first shot.
Todd Doctor in some traffic. Throws the ball away. Tarek Lester. Nice play by Capel. Oh, they're calling orange over the back. It looks like Calvin's.
That's their 7th foul. We're going to have some wholesale changes here for the Knights.
Looks like Calvin's going to bring in 5 new players. Honderd, Stevens, Motorwhite, Canuster, and Scholler come into the game. All right, Kalamazoo with the ball. The score is tied. They can go for their first lead of the game.
Well, if they can figure out who was fouled, they will offer him a free throw and a bonus. Ed Dama is challenging John Noose's appearance at the line.
Tremendous Kalamazoo fans here today, which are using very colorful language. And it looks like the ref is using the.
They are going to have to figure out. It's going to be Jeff Vanderweer. John Noose very cleverly stepped to the line because he is probably their best free throw shooter.
Looks like
it's number 24. It's Ron 4.
Looks like John Noose. I heard that he told his coach that the ref asked him, and he said it wasn't me. A very nice gesture. Ball goes up, and Ron 4 gives Kalamazoo its first lead of the game, 12-11.
Not to mention giving Kelvin some what for.
Hey, nice. 4 puts up a second shot. It is in, and it stays
still
in. 2-point Kalamazoo lead, and they're pressing the basketball. Ryan Stevens with the ball in the front court. Looking for some help.
We're going to have a foul on 4.
On 4. Slams him down to the court. That's the 15th foul.
That could qualify as aggressive foreplay. Perhaps.
15th foul for the Kazoo Hornets. Hondo goes up for the ball, and over his
kind of
is Jeff Vanderweer.
Kind of an alley-oop pass in.
It was almost a. I thought I saw that shot at Albion.
You did.
It went in.
It went in.
First 2 points.
Unbelievable.
By someone other than Handel.
With 11.5 minutes to go, it took 8.5 minutes for anyone other than Steve to score.
Derek Lester with the ball. Kicks the ball out to 4. Rob 4. And Noose, he's a good three-pointer. Takes a 3, takes a 2-pointer, and hits it. 17-15. Calvin pushing the ball. Honderd from the middle. And scores from a straight shot. I'll tell you, 9 minutes left in the first half. The old "you can't guard him" cheer from our Calvin fans. Tarek Lester tries to run Canuster. Kicks the ball out to Passage. Passage inside. Jeff Vanderweer, no good. And
we're going to see a foul on Vanderweer.
Tough rebound by Lodewijk, and Vanderweer hacked him. Almost throws the ball away. Chappell with the ball. Kicks it over to Noose. Noose, a good three-point shooter, finds Lester with nobody on him. Lester puts it up, no good. Chappell had the ball. And Thwaites.
Nice steal.
Puts it out to Canuster. Oh, he's short on the drive.
Oh. The Calvin fans thought there might have been a little bit of contact there.
Canuster sure thought there was contact. All right, Hornets with the ball. Rob 4, almost throws it away. Thwaites playing good defense.
Quick hands, quick hands.
On the top of the key. Passage looking for some help. Noose, a good three-pointer, doesn't take it. Lester is fouled by Canuster.
Not much doubt about that one, my friend.
Not allowed.
Foul call number 24, Chris Canuster, his second of the team
Well, those Kalamazoo fans are cheering a feisty game.
All right.
Not unlike their players.
Substitutions coming in. Brewster is going out. Stevens in. Now we have Honderd, Lodewijk, Thwaites, Stevens, and Scholler for the Knights. We have Cole, Vanderweer, Lester,
Wolcock,
Noose. It is in and out. No good for Tarek Lester. I think that's the first free throw by any team that has been missed.
I believe that's right. They could be right. We don't have our regular statistician, the Big O,
here today, huh?
today, but
Lester hits 1 out of 2. 6-point Knights lead. 3:20 left in the half. Scholler to Honderd. Honderd double team, looking for some help. Kicks it out to Stevens. Stevens to Scholler. Trapping defense by Kalamazoo. Honderd with the ball, top of the key. Scholler. They're trying to spring Honderd, it looks like to me. Top of the key to Thwaites. Thwaites to Scholler. Scholler, Stevens. Stevens, Lodewijk. Takes a long shot, hits it. 2-pointer.
his foot was on the line, just a 2-pointer.
Nice to see Lodewijk. Neck of Thwaites. They're not going to call.
They're not.
They're not going to call an intentional foul.
Adam.
Well, we're going to go off the air for a few minutes here, and remember that we're going to give the Seaglow Anti-Wrinkle Cream Player of the Game at the conclusion of today's ball game. So we'll get back to you at after halftime. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, you have to look pretty hard down the Knights roster to find anybody else with very many points after Hondo. But, you know, the game's been real close. We are up by 10, but that's because of a three-pointer at the buzzer by Brian Thwaites and a steal with a resounding dunk by the Hondo. So 5 of those points came right at the end of the game. We have, of course, we've more than doubled our normal quota of dunks for a game with 2 in the first half. Let me get to the...
This is almost like Division I basketball, my friend.
Just about.
Yeah. They are playing above the rim today.
Let me get to the quickie stats here. The Hornet men are only 8 for 20 from the field, 40%. However, but nevertheless, as it were, so to speak, they are 17 for 18 from the line. 17 for 18.
That's pretty good.
It's a 94.4%. The Knights, on the other hand, are 17 from 30 from the field, a very respectable 57%.
I would say nearly torrid.
And but
nearly actually right now, but hey, it's back to action, and the Knights takes it. Lester, a nice try, thrown away. John Noose had a little difficulty staying up, got tangled up, looked like with a Calvin player.
Well, even on that play, we got Hacklin yelling at the refs, claiming that Lodewijk had something to do with Noose going down to the ground. But Noose is just a tough player and just about dove for that ball.
All right, Calvin now with a chance to tie 50
refs to point out, to pick out.
And both officials are letting them know how tough it is. All right, Matt Rotman's checking back into the game for Calvin. replacing Ryan Stevens, and Steve Honderd, he is bandaged up now on his right elbow, and he's giving Brad Capel a well-deserved rest.
They really have to patch that elbow up really good. These new rules about any free-flowing blood on the court.
Honderd drives. Oh, fine
Honderd
move.
goes right to the hoop, scores a bucket, and is fouled. Coach Hacklin is livid.
The basket is counting. He was hacked on the head. Rob Passage. That's number 3, I believe, on Rob Passage. Hondo's got 35 points. He may in fact give Dan Schinnebarger a run for his money before this game's over.
It could be.
Pretty soon, Honderd will be shooting the free throw, though. We have a little discussion going on with the official scorer. Let's see if we can get this clarified. They announced that this was 3 fouls on Passage, but in fact, that foul was on Vanderweer. Hounded, and it's
good steal.
He passes it into Knuster.
Good defense by the Knights that time down the floor. Now they need a big hoop.
Defense. Knuster almost walks. Rob Orange over to Matt Rotman from the free throw line, short, but he is fouled by Kelly Carpenter, who does not buy it.
First foul on Carpenter. It could be the first time someone other than Honderd has a chance to score in the second half.
Now,
amazing.
How many points has Calvin scored in the second half?
Honderd has scored all 12 of Calvin's points in the second half.
So he has exceeded.
Who has 2?
The first half he scored the first 11, the second half the first 12. Matt Rotman's shot is no good, so Honderd still has a possibility of keeping his
our beautiful
scoring string.
Our beautiful statistician says that Lodewijk has 2 points this half.
I'll agree with that.
I agree with that too.
I'll agree with that.
He made a nice drive.
She keeps a particularly close eye on Mark Lodewijk. All right, Rotman does hit his second free throw. Kalamazoo, ball is turned over. Calvin's good defense.
Looks like
Rotman
they really
finds
turned that
Orange.
defense up a notch. They really needed to do that.
They did. Calvin's holding a 6-point lead and looking for more. Knuster up, in and out. Kalamazoo does come down with the rebound.
But Kalamazoo, with down by 6, they are really sticking to the Knights like glue, playing tough.
They are. Tariq Lester looking to exploit something here. We got a foul. We're going to have a push on, a knee. He called a knee on Brian Thwaites.
I'll tell you, the Knights have really taken this foul game in the shorts.
That's the third foul on Thwaites, and we've got a technical. No good. We're going to have a foul on number 30, Jeremy Cole.
Well, I'll tell you though, they got News free again. It was an open 3-pointer, almost stuck it.
Calvin's up 62-58. That's what they were complaining about. Calvin had 63 on the scoreboard. They only, in fact, have 62. So it's a 4-point lead.
Give him a point for trying.
You know, they give him a point for crying.
Oh, for crying.
For crying, exactly. All
Orange
right.
looking for his first point of the game.
I don't believe Rob shot yet.
He tried a 3. Did he try a 3?
I don't believe he did. No. But he does drain that first free throw. Calvin now indeed has an earned 63rd point.
They have it, and they earned it.
Yep. And we won't give it back. Orange.
There's the Juice looking for 2. He's got it.
Drains them both.
Well, I'll tell you, this game has been chock full of about everything a sports fan could wish for.
Or a play-by-play guy.
Or that, too.
In fact, really a little too much for a play-by-play guy. Sometimes you want to swallow your tongue. All right, Kalamazoo down by 6 with 10:24 to go. They are looking to noose. You know they're going to look to noose. Chappell turnaround, no good. Honderd pulls it away and kicks it off to
the Knights surely
Matt
could use
Rotman.
a hoop. We're about the halfway point. They need a big
Knuster.
hoop.
Ooh, he banks it off the board. 66-58. Knuster is starting to warm up. That's his, I believe, 8th point.
Knights trying to put some defensive pressure on now.
8-point lead at the 10-minute mark. Kalamazoo moves it back into the forecourt. Tariq Lester.
Well, Calvin quietly has that thing back up to 8 points, but you'd never know it from the way this game has been hard fought.
All right, Jeremy Cole gets some help from Passage. Way out. Jeremy Cole, nice fake, moves in, dumps it off to Mark Chappell, and he drains it off the board.
Kalamazoo's been doing that play very effectively. They get some guy driving the lane and just kicking the ball just inside for an easy
well, they're trying to pick up those fouls. They've been very effective at that. All right, Calvin with a 6-point lead. About 9.5 minutes to go. Rotman, a turnaround jumper, long.
Oh, it looked to me like Lodewijk got moved out of the way.
It certainly did. But there was no whistle. Jeremy Cole. Oh, Honderd stops him. Ball back out. Tariq Lester, he's driving. It's up. It's good.
Good play by Lester.
Margin to 4, 66-62.
Back down to 4.
9 minutes
Lester
to
with
go.
some good hustle. But Honderd made a beautiful block on Cole.
All right, Calvin back on the offense.
Kalamazoo playing very, very tough. I'll tell you, this does have a lot of
similarities. Don't say it, Slats. Don't say it, Slats.
It does.
Honderd looking for some help. Out to Rotman for an open 3. It's a little long. Honderd, a great rebound, and he's fouled. He's going back to the line. Let's see who they called that on.
He had 2 players up on his back.
Yeah, it could have been either one.
5-4. Looks like Passage.
Rob Passage.
Third on Passage.
That is his third.
I think for the first time in the game, we've got even fouls, 8 on both teams.
All right. Well, Matt Rotman, it's a hard thing to say.
Real fast.
Matt Rotman back on the bench. He has been a little off on his shooting today, and I think the coach wants to talk to him a little bit about his playmaking. Looks like Steve Honderd
looks like Honderd is bleeding again.
Kalamazoo is really looking forward to. There's going to be quite a disagreement here. Hacklin feels that he needs to come out.
Well, there's a NCAA rule about free-flowing blood. We talked about that before.
Right, or blood on uniform.
Hacklin is trying to take his uniform.
It's a little confusion because he is at the free throw line. It's being explained to them that he's just being retaped. The tape is coming loose, and he is going to the line.
And I don't see from here. I don't see any blood on Hondo's uniform. I'm not sure.
A little bit of perspiration.
It looks like Hacklin is saying that there is blood on Honderd's uniform, but
Honderd's free throw is in and out.
Boy, he's got an awful lot of bandages wrapped on his elbow, saying that he's protesting the game because Honderd is still in the game, and he says there's a little bit of blood on his uniform.
All right, Kalamazoo down by 5. Tariq Lester dribbling the ball, watched closely by Steve Scholler. All right, Rob Passage with it now. Over to Jeremy Cole. Cole over to John Neuse. Neuse to Passage. Passage passes up the shot. Back out to Jeremy Cole at the top of the key. Cole over to Passage. Fakes. Chappell back out to Jeremy Cole, looking for the baseline, not getting it. Kicks it back out to Neuse. Neuse shoots. It's short, but Passage, a good rebound. Underneath, no good. Honderd, we're going to have a foul called on Mark Chappell.
Number 40, Mark Chappell. And boy, again, bodies are flying.
Lodewijk will go to the line, and Joe Hacklin is still steamed. Perhaps you can hear. There's blood stain on uniform number 50, according to. I think the rules call for. Well, some of the fans want to see Steve Honderd play without a shirt.
Honderd has to take the number 52.
He's going to be number 52. Let's see if that mollifies Joe. It looks like he's still John with the officials.
I'll tell you, Joe Hacklin has been in incredible form today.
All right.
Said he was until somebody could hear him. He was yelling, he was protesting.
You wonder how much of this is just a mind game, Slats. All right, Steve Honderd now has, I believe that's his 40th point of the game. He's got 40 points. We had to check with our fine public sports information director, Phil Duhan, to find out Hondo's all-time career single game scoring mark. He's now at 41, and Calvin's up 69-62.
Phil Duhan has just informed me those are the first 2 points for Steve Honderd with the number 52.
We have got a timeout, Kalamazoo. All right.
Well, they got it up to a 7-point lead, but it's with a lot of sweat, tears, and, of course, blood.
There has been blood. We've seen it. We've seen it. We're going to ask Phil Duhan.
What a crazy game.
Phil, what's Hondo's all-time single game high scoring? This? What was it? 38?
41. Now it's at 41. His all-time high-scoring game was 38, says Phil Duhan.
Well, what a way to go out on his last regular season game here at the Calvin Fieldhouse.
It has been an incredibly hard-fought game. I would not want to be out there, would you?
Yeah, I would.
You would?
Yeah, but I'm an extrovert.
Ah, what a game. Yeah. Hey, let's have a little word here from Quiverful Vitamins.
Quiverful.
You know, the vitamins that give you that pep when you're too pooped to pop. Quiverful Vitamins, made by the Calvin College Admissions Office. It's reminding you
of a cultural mandate product.
Reminding you of the cultural mandate.
You know, I scoffed at that stuff until I turned about 38, 39. Yes. And, you know, a friend of mine who was a little bit older, he told me about him.
He did.
Oh, he did. He said,
changed your life, huh?
Well, I was still a little skeptical, although, you know, the smile on his face made me wonder.
I see.
So,
hey, those Quiverful Vitamins will give you a smile on your face every time. Quiverful Vitamins.
I just took half a tablet. Made a new man out of me.
I can see that. I knew there was something different about you.
I extended my influence everywhere I went.
Quiverful Vitamins available at the Calvin College bookstore.
Whoa! We're going to have a foul on Ryan Stevens.
By Ryan Stevens, trying to sneak up on Tarek Lester.
I don't think Coach Down was going to protest that one, although...
No, Stevens was trying to sneak up around him, and just Lester at the same time decided to take the ball around.
Turn.
The same way.
Slowly he turned, step by step.
But he did not go very far.
Oh.
7:45 left in the game, and my friends...
Well, it's Calvin 69, Kalamazoo 62. But Tariq, I like to say Tariq. I noticed you were saying Tarek, but I like to say Tariq. It sounds a little more exotic.
He's had a good second half.
Whoa, he blows a free throw, but Passage comes out with a rebound. Noose open for three. No good, and a rebound for Knuster.
By Knuster. Knuster was right there when he needed him.
All right.
Passage shouldn't have got that rebound the first time.
He should not. All right, Knuster looking to penetrate. He passes. He just handed it off to Jeremy Cole.
Nice steal.
A very fine defensive play by Ryan Stevens.
Ryan Stevens
batted the ball away.
He goes into the crowd. He made a beautiful, beautiful steal.
All right, Kalamazoo will maintain possession. 7:26 to go. Calvin up 69-62. All right. He throws it way up top to John
Sure
Noose.
was nice to see Noose miss that three-pointer, though.
I thought it was going to go.
He's missed two of them now, his last two, but been close both times.
Stevens is playing tough D. Tariq Lester for a shot. It's good. He's 69-64 with just over 7 minutes to go. They will not go away.
Tariq Lester has 8 points in this half. He's really played a sound game. He and Noose have been carrying the Hornets offensively.
The load. All right. Ryan Stevens with the ball in the corner. Way out the low to White. Scholler over to Knuster. Knuster passes up the shot at this point. Looking for help. Over to Stevens. Down to Scholler. He penetrates. Mark Lodewijk. Oh, he's hacked underneath, and we've got a foul.
Right in the chops by Tariq Lester.
Was it Tariq? Whoever got him got a lot of ball, but yeah, it was Tariq. That'll send Lodewijk to the line, where he has not exactly distinguished himself. Stevens is going to take a rest along with Scholler, and we have got Brian Thwaites back out there and Matt Rotman.
Lodewijk at the line. You know, again, the Knights look like they were gradually stretching that lead back. They got it up to 8, but they haven't been able to put the Hornets away.
Well, that's a typical Lodewijk free throw. A little short. All right, Lode's trying to pull the Knights up to a 5-point lead, and he drops that one through. 70-65, 6:43 to go.
9 points for Lodewijk in the game.
Little press here by Calvin. Kalamazoo does break it. Noose with the ball. He is driving the baseline, but comes back out. Tariq Lester at the top of the key. He's restarting the offense. Noose.
Calvin needs
Still
a big
way
stop
out
here.
there.
Knights need a stop.
Noose drives underneath, kicks it back out. Rob Passage underneath, but oh, it's nearly stolen, but
nice
then kicked
steal.
out of bounds by Chris Knooster.
Knooster filled up that lane very nicely, but ball just knocked off his foot.
Did a nice
Good
job.
Good breakup. 23 seconds left on
All
the
right.
shot clock.
4 from Kalamazoo is trying to inbound the ball.
Knights looking for a stop here. They really need one.
Noose over to Passage. Noose underneath to Chappell, a good move, and Chappell drops one through. 70-66. It's still 4 points. 6 minutes to go. Let's see if Calvin can put on one of those good finishing kicks.
It's only down to, it's down to 4 again.
We've got Steve Honderd, number 52, over to Knooster. Matt Rotman looking for some help underneath. Across the court. Lodewijk going to the bucket. A little high, but Honderd. That's 43 points now for Steve. He picks off that rebound and puts it back in. Okay, the Knights are trying to put some pressure on in the backcourt. Tariq Lester makes a nice save. Underneath the Chappell. Blocked by...
For Tariq.
Well, on the scoreboard, my fine friend, it says 17 for Tariq, but...
Okay, so I lied.
And it now says 18 for Tariq, so
we'll go with the scoreboard.
Let's go with the
The
scoreboard.
big O. We really missed the big O.
We miss him. We're fish out of water. He knocks all 3 down, nothing but net. We got a 3-point game with 4:26 to go. Calvin fans sounding a bit apprehensive. They're trying to cheer this team on.
Well, Kalamazoo has really hung with the Knights, been tough defense, and they've been excellent at the free throw line.
All right, Steve Honderd.
And Honderd has
41
had a lot of help.
points out of the 72 for Calvin. Matt Rotman checking the ball up at the top. Ryan Stevens, he's got Honderd underneath. It's a turnaround. It's good.
45 for Honderd in the game. But it does look like the other Knights are not as anxious to go to the hoop.
Got a little forearm, but the call is against Chris Knooster.
And again, it was a real, that time, it was, compared to the contact that there has been in this game,
Minimal. Nearly incidental. Coincidentally,
incidental. It's very interesting. The Kalamazoo assistant coach was teaching Rob Passage how to flop like lamb beer. Next time Honderd goes in underneath.
All right, Jeremy Cole at the line. This time, actually, Jeremy Cole is supposed to be at the line.
Well, really, Cole, Noose, and Lester have been the scorers for the Hornets.
And he knocks them both down.
They have been
It's back to a 3-point game.
Excellent at the free throw line. Kalamazoo, got to give him credit.
74-71 Calvin with 3:44 to go. Matt Rotman dribbling the ball over the timeline. There's a little trap. Knooster looking for some space. He's going to shoot it off balance, in and out, and Tariq Lester comes away. Jeremy Cole heading for the bucket. In! It's a miracle game for Steve
Honderd with a fantastic tip.
49 points.
Unbelievable tip by Steve Honderd.
He makes it look so easy. We got a timeout, Kalamazoo, and a 5-point lead for Calvin. Steve Honderd is having the game of his career.
I'll tell you, Hondo is playing the game of his life. He's not getting a ton of help, you know, in spots.
He's not even getting 100 pounds of help. Oh. The women are the champions.
The Calvin College women won the game.
They just
at
announced
Kalamazoo.
it. Wait, I didn't catch the score, but it's 60-something.
Bill, what's the score to win?
We'll get the score to you. 66-46, not too close.
Boy, if only
not too shabby.
If only this game were a 20-point Calvin victory,
I know.
We'd be sweating a lot less.
You know, I should not have worn this long underwear.
I know that.
You know,
we're dripping all over the microphone there, buddy.
The first one's up. It's rattles around, no good.
Big miss.
That is a big miss. Let's see if he tries to sink this one. I believe he will. I mean, I believe he'll try at any rate. It's no good. Big rebound for Knuster. The Calvin crowd is going a little crazy. Matt Rotman with the ball and 50 seconds to go.
They got to take care of the ball here. They got to take care of the ball.
There's about
they do have to look to score.
11 or 12 second time difference between the possession and the game clock. All right, Matt Rotman holding the ball way up on top, dribbling it, looking for Honderd. He's got him. Honderd also way up on top. Tries to penetrate, almost loses control, kicks it out to Lodewijk. It's 15 seconds left in the. Well, I think we've got a foul.
He's fouled with 24 seconds left by Rob Ford. Lodewijk has some big throws coming up himself.
That's Jeff Vanderweer was a smart guy to foul.
5 fouls on Rob Ford. Oh, no,
that's it for Vanderweer.
It's on Vanderweer.
I think Joe Hacklin is getting ready for a timeout. Let's see. No, he is disdaining the timeout. We've got 24.8 seconds to go. We're calling a 20-second timeout. Mark Lodewijk so far has been a little weak from the free throw line. Certainly inconsistent.
Well, Lodewijk, who has been, I think, streaky at the line. You know, for a while, kind of the midpoint of the season on, he had been shooting pretty good.
He really had. But these are very, very, very important free throws. If he can drop 2 here, it's going to make it very tough for Kalamazoo. Shot is up. It's good. No problem.
A big basket for Lodewijk, and only the
3-point lead now.
But only the second night to be in double figures. He has 10.
All right. He dribbles, aims, fires. It's good. Nothing but net. 4-point lead, 80-76.
Very big for Lodewijk.
We got a timeout for Kalamazoo and a big 4-point lead on the
board.
Really
with
doesn't.
About 5 seconds.
All right, Hondo with big, big free throws. It's up. It's good. That's an even 50 for him.
He would have shot his number if he hadn't gone out and get a New Jersey.
His real number. That's his real number. Gives the Knights a 3-point lead. In and out.
Oh,
still 3 points, 15 to go.
Going for the 3.
They will go for the 3. Jeremy Cole over to Tariq. He's up. 3. It's good. Tied up.
They are.
Calvin clinging to a 1-point lead. Just under 3 minutes to go.
Jeremy Cole kicks the ball out to Chappell. Chappell and Noose. Noose looking for Lester. Rotman's having some trouble staying with Lester.
He sure is.
Chappell tied up by Lodewijk. Lodewijk with a great steal. Lodewijk with a great defensive move. The Knights could really use a hoop right now. Rotman with the ball. 2:29 left in overtime. Rotman in time.
He's not being taken seriously by anyone here except perhaps, you know, close personal relatives.
Who don't want anybody to know they're
Yeah, exactly. They are wearing bags. Cole drains it.
88-86. Unbelievable evening we've had of basketball, and it is an evening.
I'm ready for a party. Boy,
only a 1-point game, and the Hornets with 1:17 left in overtime are putting a lot of pressure on the ball.
What a great performance by Cole, a freshman. Just no problem.
Mark Lodewijk with the ball. Gives it to Knuster.
I think they're going to try to keep it in the hands of the guys who can shoot the threes.
But this is a very big possession this time down the floor. You know they're going to look at Honderd very carefully. My worry is that no one other than Honderd is going to take a shot. And that creates some problems. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Rotman taking his time. He's looking for Honderd. Honderd all the way across the court to Orange. Almost.
11 seconds.
Honderd going to go for it.
We got a foul. Oh, it almost went in. It was a throw. Unbelievable. Joe
Hacklin is livid.
He's hacked.
It looked to me like Honderd went up, knew he had passage in the air,
I believe.
And Honderd was beyond the 3-point arc, so he's going to shoot.
They call intentional? What'd they call? Technical? Oh, 3. He'll be shooting 3. Well, Joe Hacklin is furious. He may have to be straitjacketed before this game is over. We've got a foul, a technical foul on Joe.
Another technical foul.
Not a smart move.
And look, you can see, it's very interesting. I looked at Tarek Lester's face, and when his coach.
Steve Honderd, 61 points, now tie him for third all-time best in NCAA Division III history.
Well, the Kalamazoo fans are crying in their beer, crying in their beer.
The national record is only 63.
All right.
And he's tied for third with 61, so anything can happen. But more importantly, the Knights have, thanks to Joe Hacklin's tirades, have a 5-point lead.
Nothing is safe, but Calvin will take the ball out, of course, with that technical foul.
You know, if Hacklin had not had that technical, Honderd would have 2 less points. It'd be a 90-87 game right now.
That's right. And Kalamazoo would have the ball.
Kalamazoo would have the ball. That was a huge, huge, huge mistake.
Rotman with the ball, and he's immediately fouled by Neuse. So Rotman will go to the line. 37 seconds to go.
Really interesting the way this game has went. Ron Neuse, remember, he hit those 2 threes to start out the second half. He has not scored since that happened.
That's amazing.
And then Tariq Lester just took it over. Cole and Lester drove inside, did a lot of things right. I think Tariq hit about 3 3-pointers. Of course, the big one to tie the game up at 81. Rotman at the line. Misses his first free throw. I'll tell you, it ain't over till it's over.
That is exactly right.
And
There's a lot of time left.
And Rotman has got to hit this. He missed them both. Those were big misses.
All right, it only takes, obviously, 2 possessions for Kalamazoo to at least tie the game. If not, actually, we're going to have a foul and 3 shots.
Jeremy Cole gets Jeremy Cole. And really, that was an excuse me foul. Rob Orange, I don't think, was thinking that Cole would even shoot the ball. A 3-point.
So he can now draw them to within 2 points with 28 seconds to go.
Unbelievable. I don't think Rob Orange thought Jeremy Cole was going to shoot.
Well, I don't think he was going to shoot until he felt the contact, and then he let it go up. I tell you, the kid has been absolutely blood.